Hey guys, welcome to Chalktalkacademy.com. Here we are in our Football 101 segment. We're going to talk about defensive line alignments. And I think a crucial point here is what we want to talk about is being able to talk as an offense in a consistent language. So when our offensive unit comes off the field, our offensive line needs to talk to our run game coordinator or our offensive line coach, they're able to identify what's over them. And what I mean by that is just talking in the same language, be able to identify, well, I had a 3 technique or I had a 2 technique. No, he's in a 2-eye. So here we go. As you sit here, we look at our offensive line alignments here. The first thing we're going to talk about is what's over the center. All right, so we want to know, all right, if it's a true nose guard or not. If it's a true nose guard, we're just going to say that that's a 0 technique. If they're shaded to either side, we're going to say that's a 1 technique. Now we get to the guard and to the tackle to be able to communicate that back to our coaches. You know, if they're in a head-up position, that's going to be a 2 technique. That's going to be a 4 technique. And then you're going to get the same thing on the other side. So they're mirrored. We want these kids to be able to come off the field and say, Coach, I had a 2-eye on that last series when we ran power to the right. Now, we talk about the shaded positions. Talking with the guard. If he's in an inside position, we're calling that a 2-eye. If he's in an outside position, we're calling that a 3 technique. Right here, we're calling that a 4-eye. And an outside shade on a tackle, we're calling that a 5 technique. Same thing over here. 2-eye, 3 technique, 4-eye, 5 technique. It's crucial. These kids come off the field. They've got to be able to communicate. It's going to help in our making our adjustments in our run game and in our passing game. Now we talk about the tight end position. If we've got an attached tight end, if we've got a head-up position, we call that a 6. Now it gets a little bit different here. If you've got an outside technique, we're calling that a 9 technique. An inside technique, we're calling that a 7 technique. Okay? Now, other things that you're going to want to be able to talk about are, all right, what type of linebacker play did we get out there? You know, whether it was a 4-3 or a 4-4, what we've got to be able to do as well is we have to say, all right, that was an A-gap linebacker, that was a B-gap linebacker, or a C-gap linebacker if they rushed it. So obviously, you've got your A-gaps here. Got a B gaps, C gaps, and then to the tight end side, we obviously would have a D gap. I think it's crucial. We'll talk about in another segment in our Football 101 series. We'll talk about linebacker alignments and different linebacker techniques. But for right now, it's very important that our offensive line can come off the field and communicate with our coaches what is lined up over us. Thanks for visiting ChalkTalkAcademy.com. We'll see you soon.